can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Toronto Huskies. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready. Black 40. Shot. 17. Eagle blue.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And some room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 56 yards. And the Huskies have struck first in this NFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Go.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Walker hit and the ball is out. It's going the other way. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 45 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play. And
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Huskies continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Moore, the man in motion. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 76 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Huskies are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it in.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Quez Watkins, 69 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mahomes going to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Drill 52, fly blue.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll go option to the short side. A pitch comes to Hall. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back to throw now on first down. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10 cycles.
Second and 3. Flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Number ready? Striker. 3-3.
Back to throw again. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings! Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. It's complete, and he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. A good gain on first, has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Fight, 50. Ready.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, that's how you know we lit. Grr,